Bethesda Game Studios is known for their teasing. A while back we theorized on what could be Fallout 5 or a Fallout spin-off setting, and I have to say I don't think many of us expected something like West Virginia and Virginia. But what's even more interesting is there are teases to that in Fallout 4. Remember, the Commonwealth, the Institute, the Railroad, that was all teased in Fallout 3 with the Replicated Man side quest, and Fallout 76 or Vault 76 was teased in Fallout 4 right at the start of the game.
Vault-Tec announced a continuation of their popular Welcome Home promotion. They report openings are still available in Area Vaults 81, 111, and 114.
You know he's not going to give up.
76 last year, in honor of America's tercentenary, Vault-Tec continues to expand with plans for well over 100 vaults around the country.
Gotta love Ron Perlman, and I really hope he narrates this spin-off, because Fallout without him is just not Fallout. But the point is, Bethesda Game Studios made teases within Fallout 4 to the next installment in this series, and what's even more interesting is a location that can be found in Fallout 4 called Radio Tower 3SM-U81, which once you activate this tower, a few radio signals will pop up, one of which being a distress signal called the Greenbrier Radio signal. The importance of this actually links to a secret bunker that was built in the late 1950s, early 1960s to serve as an emergency shelter for the United States Congress and other United States officials during the Cold War. This bunker was built underneath the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia. Now before we get to more on that, let me first play this distress signal, and on the screen I'll show you this mini bunker in Fallout 4.
Please, anyone, help us. We're stuck in an old bunker next to the river. Those things are crawling around up there. We're trapped. If you can hear this, just kill those things and get us out of here. Please, we're running out of food. I'll give you whatever you want.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
So what's most strange is that it's really unknown why Greenbrier was used for this specific signal. Within that audio file, there really isn't any reason why it's called Greenbrier, which is why many, including myself, believe this is foreshadowing to Fallout 76 setting. Now, let's get back to the real-life history of this secret bunker. It was completed in 1961, and the facility was maintained in a constant state of readiness by a small group of government employees working undercover as Forsyth Associates, a company hired by the resort for audio/visual support services. On May 31st, 1992, the Washington Post published an article which exposed the facility. As a direct result, the United States government began decommissioning the bunker and ended the lease agreement with the Greenbrier in 1995. So yeah, in real life, as tensions grew, the United States government was preparing for the worst, which now we get into the link to Fallout. And the Fallout universe in the fateful year of 2077, with the nation ultimately headed directly for nuclear devastation, the President of the United States and various other members of the continuity of government fell back to multiple secretive, heavily fortified locations all around the continent. Many members of the Enclave retreated to these remote locations in other parts of the world, but when the bombs began to drop, they lost communications with the main group that was to be headquartered at the Poseidon oil rig in the Pacific Ocean. If you're unaware, the Enclave is made up of the remnants of the pre-war American government and military. So what I'm alluding to is it's very likely and possible that the Enclave will return in Fallout 76, although as it's noted in Fallout lore, communication with the headquarters is lost. So this may be a different Enclave than we've seen before. We're used to the Enclave being the bad guys, the faction that wants to eliminate all the Wastelanders and mutated creatures that they believe are not completely human anymore because of their exposure to radiation. But in Fallout 76, this game takes place in 2102, only 25 years after the bombs dropped, and based on the events that take place in the early Fallout games, we know the main Enclave that's in the Pacific Ocean does not come back to the Wasteland for over 100 years. Meaning, in the same way that the Brotherhood of Steel features a splinter faction with the Midwestern Brotherhood of Steel, we could see something like that with the Enclave, and for what we know, maybe they go by something else in this game. Anyway, within this teaser trailer for Fallout 76, we have the mention of locations in Virginia that include the Blue Ridge Mountains and Shenandoah River, and now a location in West Virginia, with that being the Greenbrier Resort. Vault 76 is mentioned on a Citadel terminal in Fallout 3 to be one of the vaults located in the DC area, which is probably just outside of Fallout 3's map, being southwest of Arlington, Virginia. So it's looking more likely this game will take place just a little west of Fallout 3's setting, and obviously about 200 years before the events of that game unfold. Anyway guys, what do you think of this location and of a possible Enclave return in Fallout 76? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more Fallout 76 content to come, and I'll see you later.